The Springboks delivered one of their most convincing performances of the season with a commanding 43-0 victory over Wales in Durban, and the result offered far more than just another win on the scoreboard. It became a powerful statement about the direction of South African rugby under Rassie Erasmus, whose willingness to trust emerging talent was rewarded in spectacular fashion. The match showcased a blend of experienced internationals maintaining their incredibly high standards while several newcomers announced themselves on the test stage with maturity, confidence, and excitement. For supporters packed inside the stadium and millions watching around the world, it was a performance that reflected the depth, balance, and ambition that continue to define this Springbok squad. Long before kickoff, many of the discussions centered around the selection decisions made by Rassie Erasmus. Introducing fresh faces into a test match always carries a degree of uncertainty, especially against international opposition where every mistake can be punished. Yet throughout his coaching career, Erasmus has shown that he is never afraid to back players who have earned their opportunity through consistent domestic performances and hard work behind the scenes. Against Wales, those decisions appeared fully justified as several newcomers looked remarkably comfortable wearing the famous green and gold jersey. One of the biggest talking points before the match was whether the young players would be able to cope with the pressure of Test rugby. International rugby demands quick decision-making, physical toughness, and emotional control. There is little time to settle into the pace of the game because every tackle, every kick, and every attacking movement happens at incredible speed. However, from the opening whistle, South Africa looked composed, disciplined, and confident, setting the tone for a dominant afternoon. The first breakthrough reflected exactly the style of rugby that has made the Springboks one of the most feared teams in the world. Their forward pack established dominance through powerful carries, accurate support play, and relentless physicality. Wales struggled to gain momentum as South Africa repeatedly won collisions and forced their opponents onto the back foot. Every successful carry created space for the backs, while every dominant tackle further increased the pressure on the visitors. Among the players who immediately caught attention was Jasper Wiese. Known for his explosive ball carrying and uncompromising physical presence, he produced another display full of determination and aggression. His powerful opening try highlighted exactly why he has become such an important member of the Springbok pack. Breaking tackles with sheer strength and refusing to be stopped before reaching the try line, Wiese demonstrated the value of having a number 8 capable of turning half opportunities into points. His work was not limited to attack either, as he consistently contributed in defense, forcing Wales into difficult situations throughout the contest. Alongside him, Captain Pieter-Steph du Toit once again reminded rugby fans why he is considered one of the finest loose forwards in world rugby. Leadership is often measured by far more than inspirational speeches or visible celebrations. It is shown through consistent effort, intelligent positioning, and an unwavering commitment to every phase of play. That is exactly what Du Toit delivered. Whether making crucial tackles, supporting attacking movements, contesting breakdowns, or communicating with teammates, he maintained the incredibly high standards that have become synonymous with his career. His performance reflected experience, discipline, and the calm authority expected from one of South Africa's most respected players. The midfield partnership also played a vital role in ensuring that South Africa maintained complete control throughout the match. Damian de Allende may not always dominate headlines, but his influence remains enormous. His ability to draw defenders before releasing teammates into space creates opportunities that often go unnoticed by casual viewers. Against Wales, his intelligent distribution and defensive organization allowed those around him to play with confidence. Rather than forcing spectacular moments, he focused on making the correct decision repeatedly, demonstrating why coaches continue to place enormous trust in his abilities. Outside him, Kriel delivered another highly effective performance that combined defensive excellence with attacking awareness. His try before halftime rewarded his excellent positioning and willingness to support attacking movements. Beyond scoring, Kriel constantly communicated with teammates, shut down Welsh attacking opportunities, and made several intelligent defensive reads that prevented dangerous situations from developing. His consistency over recent seasons has established him as one of the most dependable centers in international rugby, and this performance only strengthened that reputation. One of the most exciting stories of the afternoon belonged to debutant Jaco Williams. Every rugby player dreams about representing their country, but few enjoy such a memorable introduction to Test rugby. From his first involvement, Williams played without fear. Rather than appearing overwhelmed by the occasion, he attacked every contest with confidence and enthusiasm. His aerial skills proved particularly impressive as he challenged successfully under the high ball, creating opportunities that shifted momentum firmly in South Africa's favor. His contribution before halftime demonstrated excellent awareness and athleticism. Winning possession through determined aerial work allowed the Springboks to capitalize immediately, leading to another important score. Moments like these often define confidence for young players, and Williams seemed to grow stronger with every involvement. Early in the second half, he celebrated his own try, rewarding a performance filled with pace, intelligent positioning, and relentless energy. He also contributed directly to another score with an excellent assist, highlighting his ability not only to finish opportunities but also to create them for teammates. For any young winger making a Test debut, balancing attacking ambition with defensive responsibility is essential. Williams appeared comfortable in both aspects of the game. His positioning under kicks remained composed, his support lines were intelligent, and he never looked intimidated by the physical challenge presented by international rugby. Performances like this naturally generate excitement among supporters who enjoy seeing the next generation emerge onto the biggest stage. Another newcomer attracting attention was young fly half Vusi Moyo, whose performance reflected remarkable maturity considering his age. At just 20 years old, starting at fly half for the Springboks carries enormous responsibility. The position demands leadership, communication, tactical awareness, accurate kicking, and defensive reliability. Yet Moyo handled those expectations impressively. Rather than attempting overly ambitious plays, he focused on controlling the game effectively. His passing allowed South Africa to maintain attacking rhythm, while his kicking added valuable points through successful conversions. More importantly, he looked comfortable making decisions under pressure, never appearing rushed despite the speed of Test rugby. His defensive commitment also stood out as he consistently held his position and contributed effectively whenever Wales attempted to attack his channel. Playing alongside experienced teammates undoubtedly provided valuable support, but young players must still execute their responsibilities. Moyo embraced that challenge with confidence. His calm approach suggested a player capable of developing into an important option for South African rugby in the years ahead. Behind him, scrum half Cobus Reynick delivered another energetic display characterized by constant movement and relentless work rate. His experience helped guide the younger players around him while maintaining the tempo that South Africa wanted throughout the contest. Although not every pass found its intended target perfectly, his overall influence remained positive. His tactical kicking relieved pressure, while his speed around the breakdown ensured Wales rarely enjoyed comfortable possession. On the wings, Kriel Arends quietly produced another dependable performance. While much of the attention understandably focused on Jaco Williams, Arends fulfilled his responsibilities with professionalism. He remained reliable under the high ball, defended effectively against dangerous Welsh attacks, and eventually added another try to his growing international record. Great teams depend upon players who consistently deliver strong performances regardless of external attention, and Arends continues to embody that quality. At fullback, Vusi experienced a more challenging afternoon. There were glimpses of the attacking brilliance that has made him such an exciting player throughout his career, but several handling mistakes interrupted his rhythm. International rugby offers very little margin for error, particularly in wet or difficult conditions where handling becomes increasingly important. Despite those moments, Vusi continued working hard and remained involved before eventually making way later in the match. Every player experiences difficult afternoons, and experienced professionals often respond strongest after setbacks. Among the forwards, Paul de Villiers delivered another industrious performance filled with relentless effort. While handling errors occasionally interrupted his afternoon, his willingness to remain involved never disappeared. He continued carrying aggressively, tackling with commitment, and supporting teammates throughout the contest. Scoring his first Test try represented a memorable personal milestone, reflecting the rewards that come from persistent hard work. Receiving recognition as Player of the Match highlighted the broader impact he made despite those occasional mistakes. Perhaps the most encouraging aspect of South Africa's victory was not simply the final score but the balance displayed across the entire squad. Experienced leaders guided proceedings calmly while younger players embraced their opportunities without hesitation. That combination represents exactly what successful international teams strive to achieve. Building squad depth ensures that future challenges can be approached with confidence regardless of injuries, player rotation, or demanding tournament schedules. As the final whistle confirmed the emphatic 43-0 victory, there was a clear sense that this performance represented more than one successful afternoon. It reinforced the belief that Rassie Erasmus continues to build a squad capable of sustaining success through intelligent player development, strong leadership, and unwavering commitment to high standards. Established stars once again demonstrated why they remain among the world's best, while exciting newcomers provided supporters with genuine optimism for the future. If this performance is any indication, the Springboks appear well positioned to continue competing at the highest level of international rugby, combining proven experience with a new generation eager to leave its own mark on one of the sport's most respected teams.